Hello, yeah, I'm recording this with my top off because I know that it's not like this is going to become viral or anything, so it doesn't really matter. uh, basically, I want to talk really quickly. I can't even speak. About the fact that today I saw there's Dinosaur Petting Zoo, and they're all the way from Australia. They didn't say where from Australia, which was slightly suspicious. I don't know if that's for tax purposes, but they came over and they had these puppets. And the puppets, first of all, let me just say, it's a really good thing. Like, if they ever tour around near you, you should go. It's mad. It's one of those things where it's kind of like Elmo. You know it's a man controlling it, and you probably meet him, and you can see the man on the floor, but you barely recognize. Like, you barely kind of, you can't see the person. You only see the creature because there's such personality behind the way that they move it. But what I want to speak about was kids, right? This is the thing, right? I've always been one of these people that's been like, okay, I'd like kids at some stage of my life. I find them amusing, whatever. But today they were just the biggest bunch of fucking weirdos. Like, seriously. And it really did make me, miss it. It made me miss it all because they're lucky. They're lucky fuckers. We live in an age now which, everything and technology and everything is just going wild, and there's so many more opportunities, and there's so many more things, more interesting things to look at nowadays. And I know they consume themselves in electronics, but there's good and bad elements to that. But they all had, they all had their damn iPhones and Blackberries, and these kids were like 7. But they were losing their fucking shit, and it made me realise that regardless of how they're changing in the way that they all want to be grown up, they all like to be scared witless, and they all kind of they like what we liked. They react in the same that we do. I mean, I saw one kid wearing a striped blazer because there was a lot of school kids there, wearing a striped blazer, cowering from this dinosaur. He was going, ah, ah, screaming at the top of his voice. I mean, we could hear it, and this was over millions of kids, like, not millions, but a lot of kids just screaming out loud. We could hear this dude on the floor, like, crawling along like he'd been injured in in a jungle or something, in a jungle accident, paraglided down, broke his legs. Dinosaurs! And he then continued to, like, hit the dinosaur in the face. There's a bloke in this costume who's, like, moving it. And his friend next to him was like, calm down, calm down. These kids are like 5, 6, so it was slightly weird. And then he bitch slapped him. He bitch slapped his friend, like, calm down, you're losing your shit. Boof! Whacked him in his face. The other kid didn't even flinch. It wasn't like that, if one of your mates whacked you in the face, you go, what the hell are you doing? None of that. Just completely moved on, forgot it. And that was amazing. It was just hilarious. There were kids crawling all over the floor, like commando. They were just like, oh my god, there's a dinosaur! How many times they had to say to these kids, this isn't real, these are puppets. So relax. Take it easy. But because they put them with so much personality, these kids were losing their shit. Seriously, some kid nearly got snapped up by the tail. There were kids crying. There was a man behind us making dinosaur sounds on his own. A little old man with a moustache. Creepy as hell. But basically, it was just loads of fun, and it made me realise that kids aren't that different. But you know what? I can die happy now. I've seen a 6-year-old kid bitch slap his friend being chased by a dinosaur. Seriously, it was really good, and yeah. But one thing that was really awkward is the woman who was teaching, who was telling everyone about dinosaurs. Was talking to this dad, and she was going, are you single? And he went, no. And she went, well, that's a shame. Well, I'm only in town for a short while. And I thought, woo, he's going to get himself some sweet pussy. Sweet dinosaur loving pussy. She was going, I want a guy. I want a guy who loves, who wants a girl who loves dinosaurs. And I was thinking, fucking hell, fuck me. The 5-year-old me would be going, oh no, girls are like dinosaurs. Not in that way, of course, not in the same way. But yeah, she was going, something else she said, and she went, you know what it's like. A couple of centimetres makes all the difference. I was thinking, my God. She then went, dads are the best part of this job. And I thought, I bet they are. I bet they are. You know what they say, though? The women who control the, animatronic puppet dinosaurs, they're the ones who want your sweet tip. Oh, down their shafts.